Hi everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you. This is Swati with you, and it's a long break. I know for a long time I was not making any videos, but it's been a crazy time, and we have been shifting to a new house. We've actually shifted to a new house. It's a beautiful house. I posted a house warming video. I hope you liked it. So yeah, today I'm gonna talk to you about the planet Mars and some of the good side and the bad side of Mars, and how can you use the power of astrology to make your life better, to bring your highest strength in your life. So basically, if you talk of planet Mars, Mars is what? Mars came out from the earth. He's called Bhubaneswar, and he has this amazing power of fire. At the same time, he has the power of earth also. There's a lot of connection of Mars with earth element at the same time, because you will see Mars is always exalted in the earthly houses. Like Mars is very powerful in the earthly houses. I have seen that mostly. And so what I wanted to say is that Mars will perform really well if it is there in third house, sixth house, 10th house, 11th house, that is the Upachya house. And you will see whenever Mars is there in these houses, eventually the strength of Mars develops as you grow older. So for example, you will see some kids are really lazy when they are young. But when they grow older, suddenly they become energetic, suddenly they become active. Or you might have noticed that in your own life also. Like in your school days, you were average, you were an average kid, and you were not that famous or powerful or successful. Nobody cared for you. But as you grow older, you started becoming really an active person. You started studying. Maybe you took up engineering, or maybe you did something technical. You went to the technical fields and become very rich and successful. You started earning a lot of money. So that's because of the Martian effect. Because you will see that Mars gets activated at the age of 28. And after that, you will see after 28, suddenly something is going to happen in your life. And, that's what I was talking about. So, a planet takes its own time. But what you need to remember is that Mars can be protector. Like, Mars has this protection element. Like Mars is like a mother. Mars is very much like moon, I can say. Mars is like a mother trying to protect everyone. That's one of the most significant side of Mars. You will see one thing I will say. Let's say the children of Mars are who? Scorpio and Aries. These are the two kids of Mars. So these guys, these two guys, like Aries and Scorpio, they have this quality of Mars. Like they are very protective about their families. They are very defensive. Like I can say that Aries is too much into fighting with others, but Scorpio is all about defending oneself. But they have this element of, they're always ready for the battle. So wherever your Mars is in your chart, that position you will either be like either guarding yourself, like in these two signs, or you will be fighting for yourself or something like that. If your Mars is very strong, then you are like an army general trying to protect your assets, your whatever you have, and defending yourself, defending your family. And if your Mars is very good, then you have a directional strength. That is, you know what to do and you know how to preserve your energy. But then the maximum mistake which all of us make is that many of us, we do not protect our energies. Like we do too many things, and we do multiple things. And when we do too many things, and many of them is not necessary for us, and we waste our energy. Like we waste our energy on other people, on unnecessary toxic relationship or unimportant matters of our life, and we are not focused in what is important. So that is when Mars energy gets depleted. If your Mars is in Cancer, or if your Mars is in a weak house, you know, like, what do I say? So Mars is weak in uh, Libra, or I would say some of the weak signs, or it's debilitated, or it's retro. In those cases, you will find that Mars is not exactly working as it's supposed to. But if you have a debilitated Mars, don't worry, because you have to see the divisional chart, like you see the Navamsh chart. If it's good in Navamsh, maybe things will change later on. But what I wanted to say is that if you are a person who is always angry, who is feeling like at the drop of a hat you are fighting with others, and you are not that strategic, you don't know how to stay calm and cool, that's a bad Mars. So you have headaches, you have bad temper, and let's say you are working in the corporate sector, you have office politics and everything, your boss is rude with you, and you do not know how to handle it. You do not know how to be calm. Then at that time, you need the help of Mercury. So Mars, in his extreme negative direction, you see, Mars can be a protector, Mars can be a creator, or Mars can be a destroyer. So Mars can be like, who is the creator? Brahma. Lord Brahma is the creator. Who is the protector? Protector, preserver is Lord Vishnu. And who is the destroyer? Lord Shiva. Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara. These three are the pillars of all the gods, the main stone in mythology, astrology, in our Indian stories, we can say, or the entire universe has been divided into these three gods. We can see powerful gods. So Mars as a planet can be a protector, Mars can be a preserver, protector, Mars can be a creator, or like Brahma, or Mars can be a destroyer like Vishnu. So it depends on your planet position. What is the position in your chart? Like, let's say Mars is in Adra Nakshatra, Mars is debilitated. So maybe Mars will go into the destruction line. It will completely, have you ever felt like, oh, destroying yourself, self-destructive behavior? Have you felt like that? It is when your Mars is in that position where it wants to destroy you. You know, this Shiva, the Rudra energy is very high in your chart. But the entire purpose of destruction is to destroy the negative and create something good. So do not worry if anything is being destroyed in your life. If Mars is in a very creative position, Mars in Cancer can act, I feel it can act both ways. It can be creative, at the same time it can be destructive also. So it's a little tricky situation. Let's say Mars is in Chitra Nakshatra. It's a beautiful position. So then Mars will become creative. You know, you'll have that creative energy. And remember that creative energy is always opposite to the destructive energy. Let's say you do not know anything about astrology, you do not know about your planet position also, but you know this much, that, remember this much, that if you are a destructive person, if you go to the opposite direction, the creative side, if you become creative, then your destructive side will end somehow. So my point is that Mars always needs a guru, Jupiter. The guru, if Jupiter is very good in your planet, in your house, in your birth chart, then definitely, even if your Mars is not good, you will survive. Jupiter will always guide you, and a good Mars will listen to Jupiter. Like, for example, I will say that Hanumanji, Lord Hanumanji, always listen to Lord Ram. And Ram is a manifestation of Jupiter, I can say. Not exactly Jupiter, his son, I know that. But that entire Vishnu energy is, you know, Lord Ram, Lord Krishna, they all come with that Vishnu energy. So Lord Ram is, we can say, sun, Jupiter energy. And Hanumanji is the manifestation of Mars, I can say. So Hanumanji, Lord Hanuman, always listened to Lord Rama, and Lord Rama always took the good decisions for the society, and he had this blind faith on him. So that's why he succeeded. You know, that's why he was successful in whatever he did, because he had that devotion, he had this faith in his guru. And also, uh, uh, Bhagwan Sri Ram, he gave him all the power, the energy, the right guidance, and he succeeded. So if you have a very good guru, a teacher, and you follow the instructions, then your Mars energy is correct. If you are not doing so, find a right guru and follow them, or try to listen to those people who are telling the right thing. Try to listen to them. Maybe initially you will not like it, but as you listen to them more and more, slowly something will develop. And also, if your Mars is very, very bad in your chart, let's say it's debilitated, Mars in Cancer, or Mars is retro, or Mars is getting affected by Rahu or Ketu, all these malefic planets, Rahu, Ketu, and all that. So it can bring some negative element in your life. Like maybe you will have too many desires, Rahu Mars. Mars Ketu is not that negative, but still Mars Ketu can bring the Pishach yoga. I mean, Mars Ketu can, if your Mars is good, then it can work in the spiritual direction, but you can become a fanatic also. Or you can, if your Ketu is not good, your Mars is not good, and it's a conjunction, there's a possibility you will make some headless action in your life and you will make mistakes. So for all these problems of Mars, I will say that Mars is always protected by Vishnu. So listen to Vishnu mantras and connect with Lord Vishnu, connect with your gurus in your life, and try to do the things for the right purpose. Like whatever is right for the society, as in Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna said that whatever is right for the society is right for you, Arjuna. So do what is right for the society. Don't think about yourself. Think about the entire world. So you have to do something in your life which will benefit the entire planet Earth, which will benefit every man, woman, child in this earth. And you know that you are aligned with Dharma. If your karma is aligned with Dharma, your Mars will perform really well in your life. And otherwise, another thing, interesting thing I will say, that if you have a Mars Rahu conjunction, then many of you will take impulsive action. Many of you will make mistakes. You will get angry. You will have bad tempers. You will have all these problems in your life. So for that reason, I feel one remedy, beautiful remedies, keep a container filled with water near you. Like let's say when you are sleeping at night, keep one glass of water beside your bedside and you sleep. And when you wake up in the morning, all your tension will go away. Then throw the water and the next day repeat the same thing. I mean, water energy, whenever water comes near Mars, it gets cooled down. That's what I'm saying, I'm trying to tell you. Or what you can do is that go near a water body like a sea. Especially for water sign, it's a beautiful remedy. Go near a water body like a sea, ocean, river. Even you can, or let's say you cannot go anywhere, bring, keep a large container filled with water. Okay, a large container filled with water, and let's say flowing water. We have all those feng shui, or all those Buddhism related. I have seen that in many online sites. All those, the flowing water. There is a Buddha statue, and the flowing water is there. So keep some flowing water nearby. Or take a bath. Have some connection with water. Then your Mars Rahu problem will be resolved. Or your anger issues, your temper issues, everything will be resolved if you go near a water. Let's say you have, in your 7th house, you have Mars Rahu combination, 7th house. And then I'm sure that definitely in your married life, there will be some problem. There will be some problem in your married life. But to resolve that issue, go on a date with your wife or husband to a place which is near the water body, like sea. Let's say you go to Goa with your husband or a wife, and you sit near the sea. We have those seaside resort. You go to those places, and then you spend some time, have a conversation, have a nice food, and after that when you come back, oh my god, we didn't have that spark. Now suddenly you're feeling alive. Let's bring back the married life once again. You might feel that energy. So wherever Mars Rahu combination is, that water is a solution. And otherwise, as I was saying, that so the highest form of Mars is Lord Hanumanji, and the lowest form of Mars is Bhashmasur. That is a demon who Bhasmasur is a demon who was granted with a wish to, whatever he wants, he will get it. He got that wish from Lord Shiva, and then he attacked Lord Shiva to check, like, whatever he will touch will be destroyed. So he tried to experiment it on Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva was rescued by Lord Vishnu, who came in the form of avatar of Mohini, Maya. I can say Mohini, this beautiful woman who has all the attributes of Maya. She came and she started dancing, and she placed a hand on her own body, and Bhasmasur repeated it and he died. So Vishnu protected, Vishnu destroyed the negative Mars in this way. So only Lord Vishnu can protect you, help you when you have an extreme negative Mars. When you have an extreme negative Mars, actually you will have, I will tell you, like, let's say you don't know how to read your chart, then you will have these attributes. You will feel very negative all the time. You will have negative thoughts. You will do unnecessary things. You will waste your energy. You will waste your time. You might even go into addictive behavior. You will hurt others. You will try to take revenge all the time unnecessarily. You will go into toxic relationship. You will feel angry at the drop of a hat. You will fight at the drop of a hat. You will, I will say, you will get into unnecessary fights, verbal wars, quarrels, fighting with others. You will go into these things. And you will not have the courage to stand up for yourself. Like, you will, whenever there is a big battle, like where you really need to fight, that time you will not fight. You will back out. You will run away. But in unnecessary things, you will fight. That's a classic example of a bad Mars. And when there is a big battle, when there is a real battle is happening, the real war is happening, where you need to have your weapons and fight, at that time you will feel weak. Like, oh my God, I'm so scared. I cannot do this. That nervousness, that nervous energy. So that's a bad Mars. So what happened in the battle of Hastinapur? Kurukshetra, the battle of Kurukshetra. Lord Krishna was there with Arjuna. Arjuna was aligned with Dharma. That's why Lord Krishna came and sat on the chariot of Arjuna. So whenever Arjuna felt that I do not want to fight when I am feeling weak, whenever Arjuna was weak, Lord Krishna was there to support him, to push him. No, you have to fight. Because this is for Dharma, and you are a Kshatriya, you have to fight. So because he was connected with Vishnu, that's why his negative Mars weakened. But if you see, remember the classic battle of... So if you remember the battle of Kurukshetra, that time, we all know about the big battle between Arjuna and Karna. So if you remember that Arjuna had Lord Krishna to always push him to fight. And whenever he was feeling weak, Krishna always took in charge of the thing. No, you have to do it because this is important. Even if you don't want to do it, you have to do it. But Karna, at that critical time, even if he was extremely powerful, extremely talented, because he was not aligned with Dharma, he was not doing the right thing. That's why the person who was in control of his chariot, the charioteer, he didn't support him. Everything went negative in his life. At that time, he was cursed, and so he failed. So then he will ask that if it is so, then why is it that Sometimes we do the right thing. Sometimes we are aligned with dharma. Sometimes we are really good people. We are honest, but still negative things. And actually today is Kali Yuga, so all the negative things happen to a person who is being honest, who is being truthful. Why is it so? If you are so much aligned with Mars, I'm sure this question you will ask me, like, please justify yourself. Well, let me tell you. Listen, if you remember, like the Pandavas were always on the side of Dharma, but they had to go for 14 years of Vanvas. They had to go into the forest. They were kings and they were living like beggars. They were begging for food. They were walking barefooted. And a lot of injustice happened to them. If you see, a lot of injustice. And it took them a lot of time to come back and take the power back from Duryodhan. So the good people always, they have to struggle and they have to face difficulties. Things will never be easy for them. Listen, Mahabharata and all these stories are meant to, you should read them as an analogy. Like they are the guiding factors of our life. This is exactly what will happen. All the worst things will happen to the good people, because being negative, being corrupt is an easy thing. And naturally, everybody will be attracted to what is easy. The person who is attracted to what is difficult, what is right, is a unique person. And those people are rare, especially in today's world, they are rare. And it is very difficult to be good, remain good. And if you want to be good in the good side, if you want to be aligned with Dharma, you have to learn to protect yourself. And maybe bad things will happen to you, but you have to spring back from that. And you have to fight your battle and you have to take charge of the things. Like the way the Pandavas, they fought this huge battle to take control, to take power. So like that, if bad things are happening to you, fight for yourself. Fight for what is lost and get it back. Fight the battle of Kurukshetra in your life. But for that, you need Krishna, Lord Krishna. You need, you need someone like, you need the Bhagavad Gita to guide you. But you have to fight. Even if you fail, even if you die fighting, that is fine, but you must fight. So, as you can see, there is this beautiful picture of Lord Shiva, Lord Shiva's family. Lord Shiva is also very much connected with the Mars energy, He's himself a manifestation of Mars energy, but he destroys, he's a destroyer. So he destroys what is negative in our life. So basically, he destroys what is negative in our life so that something beautiful will be created. In other nakshatra people, you will see those guys, really, they suffer so much in their life. I have spoken about Adra so many times because I really feel an empathy for them. Because I know like the kind of suffering they go through, the kind of destruction which happens in their life, it will happen because from there only something new will be created. Something fresh will start from there. And so, yeah, so that's all. And if you see Mars, if you see the power of Mars, I see it's a beautiful planet actually. It is called Bhumiputra, so it's coming from Earth. So it has the Earth power. And you will see Mars is active in, Mars is active in the real estate industry. Mars is needed for, for your house, construction work, real estate, buildings, concrete, and, all those things, or wherever heavy engineering is required. If your Mars is very good, you will be an amazing engineer. You will understand. And if your Mars and Ketu is good, you will even become even more better engineer. You will understand technology, maybe an electrical engineer, and otherwise, Mars also has the element of fire because it is itself fire. Mars is fire, so all that fiery, the fire is needed to create food, to do all the work in our life. You see the sunlight which is coming. What is it? It is Mars. It is sun, of course, but the energy which is coming out from sun is Mars. And because this light is coming, we are all alive. So just imagine, every source of light has Martian energy. Martian energy is that. So in any work you are doing, you need Mars. to, to eat food, to walk, to do your work, to take decisions in your life. That energy, that fuel is Mars. And otherwise, I see Mars is called, Mars is actually the son of Vayu, like the wind god. So it also naturally it carries the wind energy also. So fire, wind, and we have earth. I think only water is missing, but I feel in Scorpion sign, they also have the water energy also. Aries may not be having, but Scorpio has the water energy, all the combination of everything. So basically, Mars is very much, I will say, a wholesome planet, which is a lot of power. So heal your Mars, wherever it is. Some of the remedies I can suggest is that if you have a debilitated Mars, let's say, then I think the first thing you should do is that one of the best remedy for debilitated Mars is leaving non-veg. If you leave non-veg, your debilitated, your negative Mars will improve very quickly. Because why the logic behind it is, I'm not saying something blindly because I'm a science student. I have explored it so much. When you leave non-veg is what? Like you're killing an animal, an innocent animal for your pleasure, to have a tasty food. And it's not a requirement also. It's not a necessity. It's for pleasure. So here, it's an act of destruction. So when you kill animal, you are not killing, but somebody is killing and you're paying for it. So you are responsible for the death of the cow, or the death of the chicken, or the death of the egg also, which could have been born and you are eating it before it was born, or the goat also, which you are killing for your pleasure. You're responsible for it. So when you are saying, no, I will not eat that animal, but I will protect the animal. So your protecting energy is increasing. So Mars is improving. Second remedy for a weak Mars is that listen to any mantra or chanting of Lord Rama, Lord Vishnu, Lord Krishna, all this. And also develop your Mercury. Mercury is Lord Vishnu. Mercury is actually Lord Krishna, to be specific. Vishnu is Jupiter, and Mercury is Lord Krishna. So if you see, how was Lord Krishna? Krishna was like always smiling, very smart guy, very cool and charming. Nobody can make him angry. And this is something I like the most about Lord Krishna, is that no matter how much Duryodhan was wanting to, he was so powerful. Duryodhan told him on his face that I am going to bind you with ropes, I am going to do this, that with you. He said horrible things to him, but he's smiling. He said, oh, come on, you can, if you want to do it, come ahead. He can never lose his temper. So if anybody says something rude to you, do not lose your temper and just say, okay, fine, do it. Fine, go ahead. Somebody says, oh, you are stupid. Just say, okay, fine, I'm stupid. Then you smile and you don't care. Like, don't lose your temper, or use logic. Let's say somebody is saying something to you which is not true, and you want to shut them with logic. Don't show anger. Like that negative anger, that's where you use logic. Mercury is logic, and that if it's not possible for you, listen to all the mantras or the songs, any devotional song related to Lord Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Rama mantra, any chant. Just open YouTube and listen to them. We have recently posted a beautiful video of Madhurashtakam. You can listen to it. And any chanting of Lord Krishna will improve your Mercury. If you improve your Mercury, your Mars will improve. So when you connect with the Krishna and Lord Krishna's energy, or if you watch Mahabharata also, your Mars will improve a lot, because Mahabharata is very connected with Mars. It's completely Martian energy, the fight, the battle, the war, the characters, everything. Just try to understand, like not as a kid. Like as a kid, I also used to watch Mahabharata, and by that time I was like, oh, this is a story, this is interesting, this is happening. But now as an adult, when I watch Mahabharata, I watch it like, how do I say, this is like a I try to understand what is behind the scene, what is happening behind the scene. I try to understand, as a student of astrology, I try to understand what is happening planet wise, or what is happening psychology wise. What is the moral of the story? What is the wisdom? What the character wants? What should I do? What is Gita telling me? So, all those things, those deeper meanings, try to think like Ketu, the way Ketu thinks behind the scene. I am seeing things, I see stories like that. Try to see the allegory behind it. Try to see the subtext behind it. And then you will see Mahabharata, and then apply it. You will see Mahabharata in a completely new way, and then apply it in your life. And then you will see, wow, such a beautiful, beautiful epic has been passed on from generation to generation, and that improves your Mars. Then you will know, like, okay, you will understand that you will try to understand all the decisions made by Arjuna, Krishna, Lord Krishna, Arjuna, and the Pandavas. They were aligned with the right paths. They made some mistakes, but all the right things made by the right character, and the wrong decisions made by the wrong character, then you can apply it in your own life, and then you'll say that, no, I will not make these wrong decisions anymore. I will take the right decisions. And that is how you improve your Mars, by taking the right decisions and not wasting your energy. If Duryodhan would have just listened to Lord Krishna at the last moment when he said, give me 5 villages, and he would have just let go of his ego for even for once, he would have let go of his ego, then he would have survived, but he didn't. So it's about losing your ego, because you cannot just always think about yourself. You have to think about the other person also. You have to learn to balance your energy. So yeah, Mahabharata is a wonderful remedy for Mars. Try to watch, listen, to improve your Martian energy. Hanuman Chalisa is always a beautiful remedy. Listen to Hanuman Chalisa, play, chant Hanuman Chalisa. And even Lord Ganesh is also a manifestation of Mars. He is also Ketu, but he has the Mars and Ketu energy. So he also has the Mercury energy, but yeah, Mars energy also. But pure Mars is Lord Hanumanji. Lord Hanumanji, anytime he gives the Martian power. So yeah, that was all about Mars, and I hope you heal your Mars. And especially if you want to go abroad, for them Mars is a beautiful way to go abroad. If you have some dreams to study abroad, to be settled in a foreign land, let's say your country is not supporting you, you're not getting a job here, and you want to go to a foreign land, it's very important for you. You must go to a foreign land. There's nothing like that. If you're successful here, stay here. If you're not successful, you're not getting a job, go out. You can see your planet positions. Maybe you will be more successful in a foreign land. And foreign land, I'm not saying just go out from India, go to Dubai, go to Europe, America and all that. No, I'm not saying that. Going out of your state is also a foreign land. Going from Odisha to, let's say, Delhi or Bangalore or Calcutta, it's a foreign land. Foreign land means what? Foreign land means something which is away from your home country, your comfort zone. Go away, but it's only Hanumanji will help you in going to a foreign land. He will carry you. Remember that image of where Hanumanji is flying with his gada, and he goes to Lanka and he burns Lanka and comes back. Exactly. He goes to a foreign land. That Sri Lanka was a foreign land. He goes there, he does his work and burns Lanka and comes back. So whatever, like Hanumanji will take you to a foreign land. So improve your Mars energy. Then you can go abroad. Like you will see lots of engineers, they go abroad very quickly. The software engineers I see, they just complete their BTech, and let's say they're a very good student and they're performing very quickly. In 2022, they are settled in America or some foreign land. How? Because they have the Martian energy, the technical energy. And the foreign land, you will see the foreign countries have developed because their engineering and technology is developed. So they absorb engineers and across the world and they get developed. So yeah, so if you develop that energy, you connect with the Western countries or the technically developed countries, and from there you go abroad. Or otherwise, whatever is your, I'm not saying that being engineer is the best thing. You can study literature and you can be the greatest philosopher and professor in the world. You can, if you have the power to understand humanities, you can do amazing there. But then you should connect with something related to the technical things, like let's say digital marketing, or find something which is related to Mars. Mars is what? Something which is very strategic, technical, something which is very, very focused. Well, I will discuss it in some other video. It's already been a long video. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching this video. I'll make more videos soon. Love you all. Bye-bye. Take care. Jai Hanuman. Om Namah Shivaya.